Hi everyone, and welcome to this, the second of our weekly reflections leading through Lent. This week I want to bring a word to you, the word simplicity. In the midst of a complex world, we need to find simplicity. We need to find time to focus on God and allow the loudness and the complexities of the world to fade away behind us. There are several things that have led to that particular reflection over the last week, and the first of those is our Lent devotional that many of us in the churches I'm responsible for are reading throughout Lent, entitled From Glory to Glory. And the reader picks up upon the words of Jesus in John chapter 13, often considered the beginning of Jesus' farewell speech in the Gospel according to John. And simply the verse in verse 34, "A new command I give you, love one another." The reader suggests that we're not called to love one another in grand gestures, although sometimes that may be the case. But the call is to love simply and consistently, to pick up the phone, to care for one another in simple ways. That by doing that, others will see that we are Jesus' disciples, that simple love for one another will be transformative. To add to that, this last week it has been St. David's Day, and we've celebrated the command or the words of St. David once again. Be joyful, keep the faith, and do the little things you have heard and seen me do. Gwnewch y pethau bychain. Something immensely powerful about doing the simple things. And then last Sunday in our Sunday readings, we read the passage in the Gospel of Matthew where Jesus goes to the wilderness to fast and to pray, and it is there that he is tempted by Satan, but finds the strength to come against Satan and to come out the other side. Now, I've often considered the wilderness to be a place of weakness, and that Satan chose that place because Jesus was at his weakest. Well, Jesus may well have been weak physically from fasting, but he certainly wasn't weak spiritually. You see, the wilderness was a place of strength for Jesus, a place where he was with his Father, in communion with his Father, praying with his Father. In fact, throughout the Gospels, it tells us that Jesus withdrew to lonely places to pray. Jesus needed simplicity. He craved it. He withdrew away from the complexities of the world in order that he would find spiritual strength before his Father in prayer. So I simply want to challenge us, pardon the pun, to find simplicity, to do the simple things in caring and loving for one another, but also to find space to come away from the complexity of the world, to get out into nature and simply find time to pray with God. In that simplicity, may we find the spiritual strength that we need and the refreshment for our soul that God so desires us to find this Lenten season. Amen.